said you can have to my name and how do you read the free Abba? The honey why did you make the free at the Abramo? Into Mama. Intima Yanamuna Ase, Motemin Kara, Awaso, and Yamamuna Kwaba, Edamoba Asempa FM. So, Mama Yen I Shannon. So, Muni, Chief of Samuel Couple said, Yadi Jumedina, Ebaba, Shannon. So, Chief of Samuel Couple said, Yadi Jumedina, Ebaba, said the Munina, and the other came to Hana, a sea saying Jumedini with the Fiha Abramo. Now, I go back to Awaso. A town known for bauxite mining, and 1940 and company no SRC and mining bauxite and the launch of community liaison office and company now go through different phases in their history. In the end, that history will be told. But there is a community there, Ekoso Awaso inti ehoni ewa ye behwele edi Ekosiisen efiha edi Abrem ye ne Ghana Bauxite Company Limited mpanyifo de bi nkomo ye ne nanama mahemfo wa ha ebedi enkomo community for so atwa ahyem wa ha no ye ne ebedi enkomo se hwe Awaso a decent town over the historic town because you know you see at the just no you can't bauxite mining Awaso crew and into Obaha Chrono a lot of history in the upper here no history na bauxite mining so Neoma Eba Kroma in some no endorse into the picking the event Mankasa live on radio. Na Ibia to me at the Atlas and Brother Shah, Nanama him for the Brina and Ababi Chesiamu Ewaha, a big Gusua Weba. Ababetu when they jam it, you know, Mankasa to me at the association at the Osei Bonsu technical team in yes, and it's with the Jubilee free Awaso at the Abonoma Hino Kwabna Sante, also our intimate background noise now. A community bear banner and a ego and check. Maybe who be Ekoso na afu yashese de nyoma ABC akọ instead of makano so no event nankasa Ekoso no be fa na live edis abramo ba ansa no no ni oman hene wa ha die ma oman hene atuna no mutuo kakra na fa yewia yakọ akọ jumedie no ankasa na fa nkomo a ewo ho no yetime ahwe edi oman akọ abade te say yeah na do bia oboko good yeah bia wa so no ma te say wa well be say ja uchu kan ba de bia wa de fufo ewu ni pa fufo ewu ejuma fufo ewu dada no mu wa ha de say enkomo ti si ode ba ha no so ye ba bedi temi anu ma mo enkranyina ya chia yu mo enkranyina ana ye ka se ne de Ekosiisen team na be play Seshi Awaso Yabano na obi na church in kakaka over hanu achiru iti abedu iti mo ti se dodo we che no fa che kasa papa na kasa no obi so kasa wa che ana madam ma yeshe kasa fe bitu fa che ba ejini se che bia kasa no mbeda ama obi ati na kama e dia ma but on ya show se ansana na coach be portfolio we dey dey on kan dey Ghana we dey on come ansana we other areas obviously they didn't come out and say Tony we are going it said the American accident and will join the feed of the main event said the launch of Ghana Bauxite Company Limited on community liaison office. Now, like any mining town, there are issues in this town. In the end, you hear from community leaders, ordinary people in the community, and company Mankasa in so in Sunday, the staff of the company, which Ghana Bauxite Company Limited, and so by you said I said, community there, and then we'll join that feed now after with the air cost of this there, and son Ayaba, name your man for me, so I share to me a general manager for Ghana Bauxite. Name your man for me, so I share to me the general manager of Bauxite Company Limited, and so the company has been in the news lately for the acquisition of us by a Ghanaian company in bauxite mining for the past 3 years. Ghanaian company acquired majority shares in this company. Now a Chinese company and I'm mining bauxite for the past 2 years. So over the past 20 years, China for the in summer, by the Ekosiisen, join us on YouTube. The streaming live. Asempa 94.7 and YouTube. No one who said live from Seshi Awaso. It's a lot of issues, and maybe in a shas, and no much see the end, and Sassi, may I like any mining town, Seshi Awaso, so all expectations we say, a Columbia who's there. Johannesburg and yeah, we'll be disappointed. We're very much disappointed. Yes. Maybe the Americans say, Obuasi Asempa Yeka, whether Obuasi, whether Takwa, whether Prisia. We are who do be a two from a good year, and I say, I do not be a chair council. A chrono can call a chrono Pajano, our phone be. You buy a lot of choice as to how. When you are no more, I'm an only for a big kind of Sarge, Major Monsano, Choir, or Bafaswa, or more Iron Yoma, and Fata, Owaha. If you be a worker, I dear Bakwa. here you can see a pass to say government catch your mining sector, your banking sector, now other sectors. It's been overtaken by our horse. So the interest is we should come back and take what is due us for everything to be here. So the dollar holding, the signal holding, a plan from against the dollar. These are some of the things that when we start taking over what is ours, Sika Kaha, a Jumani Kaha, Nimjani Wan say, made an argument. The young can say, yes, Ghana new any Ghana buying, I can't see any. I will able to say Bauxite. My expectation is that it must be done and done well to demonstrate that Ghana is capable of doing far better than always. We are Ekosiisen. To say, Ghana make catch us here. Obi Ghana need to do is a brilliant man and the manager Kotia. And that's the mentality we have. And it's very bad until we drift from that mentality. Getting what we need in this country will be difficult for us. Instead, the main event is about to start. There was in California a whole running in Ababa Betinase. Speeches the Brenana Ebekoso, the chairman of the event. Oyadea Obekasa Sanso and the Awaso Development Committee Ebekasa Mine Manager Awaha Bekasa General Manager Bekasa Awaso Ohini and so Ebekasa Seshibekwa Paramount Chief Otie Jomuha and also Ebekasa and the Western North Regional Minister and so and also Ebekasa into Nioma de Brunana Bekosoha and na Yabel Muetimi Ashadini in Abrono in the more multi Asempa FM will not be left out. Mube Hujumedi a launch of community liaison office for Ghana Bauxite Company Limited. But if I saw Sunafe other issues, I was a muhu and common was a yedi yane the general manager for the Ghana Bauxite Company Limited and so Ebe Kasa Nafi Muhu said the Neoma Esi Echo. We told the community Awaso Krono and some of the challenges are Ewaha. They are called mining company so a site. And Hosiakwa said the Neoma Esi Echo. There is a lot to talk about. See, any general manager needs Nasia in Sendable now why you beat me now Busano. But man made a very important point. So for the first time in almost 30 years now, this company and as a mine na kwaso Awaso hano na a Chinese company na in charge. Majority shares na babedi a wholly Ghanaian owned company and same. And also the Ekosiisen in the marine and the progress of man make here, it's unbelievable. By any general manager Nankasa Tnasia, he will tell us more about Neoma across over the last 3 years on the big taking over. One of them the launch of this community liaison office. So that they are that interface between them and the community, If there's a lot coming up on Ekosiisen and the Western North Regional Minister will be here, Ebedin Komo, Session Mine here, Ebe Kasa, Awaso and Kasa Mine here, Ebedin Komo, some of the assembly members, and our community here before, and share our house, Ebedi and Komo. Instead of Makano, a lot, and Rebecca Hunsen Ewa. But join us on YouTube, who said the name is Echo, Asempa 94.7 on YouTube. And I affiliate radio stations, Ekosiisen Ghana, hanging also airfire live, including Otiame FM, BBN, the God district in BBN. And Awaso, the quiet district, BBN and Awaso, the quiet district, and into Minamo Shalhoso. Now, you said the ABC, actually, Ako. But Oman Sausha, when the community liaison office, and a company about the power. Come on, the chief's palace.
Oh, okay.
Yes, into Awaso palace, and I see what we will come. Sound community liaison officer, community person, be our issues. Now we're telling you about now mining company. Well, before you start to mining company, so we will say Ghana for you sure they say. Sir, so-called containers now. Yes. And then we will say ayera. Yes. I can assure Ghana say ayera. So let's stop that conversation. Yeah. Ayera. Beyond what Ayira, so you ready to prove that we don't have a country that we live. Yes. If you say the other cancer, Ayira, a conversation for us to have. But the truth is that, as I said, the kid said by now, if you pay minimum back. Yes. The jury said by now, our national security operators should be moving faster and getting some of these things done. I did back when I'm going to say, Asempa, to get into the people who are really the culprits. Our target has always been the politician. Yes. The politician. But I said, how do you tell me that containers at the port? How? For no reason. And your container back, and your container money, you say Ayira. But you say, hey, Ayira, A2. No, it's not possible. Yeah. I know for sure, say, Ayira. Say Ayira. Of course. Some women will be able as of mine when they are going to Asempa, because of the vested interest of your political getting what is the appropriate response or reaction. Maybe at the end of the this quantum of containers, they are nowhere to find. How can you tell me this? When we have the national security operative there, when we have the intelligence unit there, when we have the Ghana police service there, when we have a hard-working minister and his team there, people are working at the port. That one, it is not possible. So a compulsion is possible there. Yes. And then there will be a time in making sure health away at the ports. The news making rounds today is 40 of the containers now have been retrieved from an Indian. But that's what I don't know. And not possible, Sayira. How is it possible? So no conversation should even be erased. Yeah. And not possible. So you catch a power continues. Ayira, any baby, what they are. Oh, baby, come on. Then Ghana, we don't know our left from our right. As a matter of fact, we didn't hear you. Honestly, we didn't hear you. When you know the agro, and then we are the real actors, the public service one, or we call a porter. A lot of connection chains were too much. So what you say? Media, I know for sure, sir, and it's not even a matter of I know for sure, sir. Sir containers is here. As to whether they are being put to the use, I can't say from put to the I may be able to do it, but the containers are here. The containers are here. So the energy minister can say there will be criminal investigations from the police and national security. And I believe, sir, and the Ekosiisen investigations now have been launched. But of course, that investigation should be broad. Now, uncover the idea was a cover. Are there state officials involved? Are there ECG officials involved? Are there portal involved? Are there private persons in the country involved? I think I will say a facious uncle because mind you, sir, the committee minister put it together. After say visiting a port when he was sworn into office, and then the report by the car said 1,350 of those containers are nowhere to be found. And I think the trigger conversation about over the past few days, no? And I like the swift nature minister says investigations now and this how revelations we move in our air. If there are some heads they have to roll. And then we make sure that these things don't happen again, because and for our international how can containers that's 1,350 at the port, that's my point, get missing? It doesn't even make sense.
I don't want to believe it is the case.
Yeah.
Because then we have to close Ghana.
Yeah.
And then we all leave the country. Because it's not true.
Yeah.
Says Hadi let's see. The jury said and then this matter should be rectified and it will be rectified.
Yes.
And then we can be serious as a country and take the necessary punitive measures. So what I say. Number 2.
Yes.
Continuously the fight against illegal mining is too high.
Ekoso.
Yeah, but it's one of the excavators and we have stopped by, we have had conversations with them, and they are even laughing at us. The Prime Minister so the Kropa said, I mean, we came from Kumasi through BBNE to Awaso. So if we BBNE Eba Awaso ha, Ekwaino left and right, you can see people mining all over the place. It's a terrible thing. So that perception, which is say Deputy Chief Minerals Commission, if one Isaac Tambo, if the quotation is right, the Galamsey has not shot. Why don't you come to the field? So Deputy CEO, come to the office. Control office. Only as a buffet. Yeah, catch us in 2 Galamsey. Which is in 2 Galamsey. Who are you deceiving? How do we fight it? NDC for me to what is the problem? We know that when it was the MPP time, it was the MPP doing it. Now the next I'm going to catch us that he's going to take any president what he sought. We take just 5 days to do it. What has changed? Because we are not truthful to ourselves. We don't have principle. We don't. We are killing illegal mining. Let us all put our hands on deck so that we find a way to cut that thing off. Nobody should be deceived that Galamsey and Galamsey it's not true. It's not true.
It cannot. It's not true. And I think mostly,
it's not true.
When you are in Accra, you will not see the magnitude of the problem. And that's why somebody will say oh, Galamsey, once the president has executive authority, we'll bet me the 5 days call to us here. It's a joke. If you leave comment, it's not a proper comment. If you move out of Accra, now about mining regions, there is no mining ongoing in Greater Accra region. Greater Accra, gold. There are 14 regions in Ghana, you took gold. Apart from Greater Accra and Volta region, all other regions mine in Koso. And when you are in Accra, you will not see the problem. But come to Western region, come to Western North region, that is where you will see the real problem. It is a big fight, but we have to admit this thing is happening, not the kind of way Isaac Tambo, Eddie Tuga, Galamsey, you sit in the office and you are saying, come to we have an issue on our hands. It's a war. Now, this morning, on Jan 12 show, Jan 12 was telling me that Yankasa Erastus is now saying that there are even NDC members are threatening him. Yes.
What are you talking about? Obian is MPP time, MPP for the years. Obian is the NDC for the year. And because we are not principled, the fight against that illegality cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. Because we are all behaving as if say, sure. No minister will set up river bodies. No, I find the way to know. When I say river bodies, get into the river gases in there. When I saw Galamsey, so what's man? Well, I have told you, it's a very serious fight. Let's not be political about this. The NPP did not perform. We will not look unconcerned for NDC to also do same.
Yes.
It's a mistake. we should not be deceived sitting in Accra to say that the level of illegal mining is what no because the river body the is that the approach? No. We see a CCC, excavators are going to mushroom cover. Almost a payan can call them for Minister Kwamra. The minister cannot stop them. And these are known NDC people. Please.
And I think we have to admit, I said we have a problem on our hands. And because my point is, you remember, sir, before elections, some of the demands are organized labor, one of them was to declare a state of emergency. Why is that not happening?
The minister should be in the best position to respond. The minister should be in the best position to respond. Obi, we lack principle as individuals in this country. Agrono yan kendi wachia. Because I the kendi wachia. Uba uze na uti achini. Uba uze na nene papa. You have the power now. Make sure within 5 days. Galamse will be a king of the past. You have the power now. Call for a state of emergency. So the CSOs and all those so-called whatever unions, they should come and call for emergency. We are tired. They have taken us for granted for far too long. That is why St. George can just come and do press conference and own up saying, I have sacked 100 people. They say, this country where we are headed towards, the next 4 or 8 or 12 years, any government that comes to power, we also sack. Yes, we also sack all the 8 years. It's dangerous for us. Very dangerous for us. But we are engaged in services on tower piano. We are in Kazakhstan now. But the approach, especially of St. George, when people do not understand it, we should be mindful. What I find problematic with Honorable St. George approach, let me say, the dismissals pursuant to chief of staff letter, almost all agencies and the ministries, it seems only under the communications ministry, the minister is personally owning the dismissals. He said, I have instructed. I don't understand the strategy behind that. But why you decided to own the dismissals, I don't understand. Because all the other agencies and ministries, Ebi Ikoso. But ministry as a minister, why St. George alone is doing that? I can't understand. And I think it's a dangerous precedent. Someone of whom you talk black was said, when he took over, all the documents he said no. The Rankophobia, the process started way before elections. Those people, you can excuse them. Genuinely, the facts will show, after elections, you interview, you can deal with those people. But Obia Media, Yafana Jumum, 5 months. Why do you sack that person? I think the omnibus approach, saying wholesale and Pamobiano, is problematic. It's a big issue. I think it just should be watched again. Yes. Whether we are MPP, we are NDC, can say you'll be subjected to a certain thing that is not good for us as a country. Yes. Maybe now, just as I'm talking to you, Obi or Shipper's authority, I have forwarded that over 2 years or Yapam. How? Yapam. It is now. How do we engage people to work in public service? How? Through the politician or through the how do we engage people now? It's what you want to you go forward. And you kwaso na eyoda echina ebeba be yewan kasa oba onana osiwa odofo bi. We should not entertain these things. It is continuously making our democracy very dysfunctional. Very dysfunctional democracy. Why? Why? What kind of governance are we practicing in this country? It's one of the because it's a matter for a serious conversation. On Monday, we cannot sit unconcerned and continue to do the same old thing. The tricks in this game is becoming too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's true. And hopefully, no, some levels of patriotism are taken to the extent say, if these Black Stars could play the way they are playing, what is the real challenge in here? Now all these years, there's a problem. That is what we have to unravel.
Yeah.
If these Black Stars can play with this commitment at this point, you think that we don't have a cause to ask questions? Why then no one to be
Yeah.
What is the strange thing that has happened?
Yeah.
I didn't tell us I'm watching any civil appear. I'm going to call and carry this.
India is now part of the Black Stars management committee.
There's a lot. Yeah. We should be worried. These wins how do we even sustain the wins? Very important. We are losing our sense of patriotism. We are losing it. Or the servo the party, we didn't need money now for us. How can we make sure that Omano able to empower this mindset? How? If you have the 68 years in Lano, we say we fight corruption, we do this, we do this, the needs now one dinner, we are fighting corruption. We be fighting corruption, we are not corruption. I mean, yeah. We sit here on concern. We are suffering. Our hospitals are not functioning well. You need to pay a bit more body specialists, they are going away. Teachers are not motivated, they are going wayward. And we, the politicians, are also deceiving them by saying that betting tax free. Then what the change never teach your mind? Why? What is this? People move in this country and we don't want things to be done right.
Yeah.
Because we bear your politics. We be the same black politics. How? Who go school? Your prayer is that we shall have effective leaders.
Yes.
Under Buama policies will be shaped. Now any impact will be also. And I'm happy the way President John Mahama is going. May assure say I hold the from Bian on delay time will be for.
Yeah.
On delay time. That is what we need. Because only choice. Important than everything at this point.
Yeah.
Are you getting the drift?
It's true.
So I believe that
it's true.
Especially under this second government, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as a minister, as a chief executive, as a director general, you need to sit up and perform. You need to sit up and perform. It's very important.
It's true.
So I actually say, you better tune your maybe and the kind of ego arrogance be as a creator ministers. You who be paying. If be here with you, if you don't buy no one will open catch say, no montias. It's too early to show off. In your case, one of your most guaranteed because your president will say the least Abian will be
Yes, it's true. Enti ono yin kwabena sante na motel nka no Awaso Western North region. Enti yebesemu amohwen YouTube. Ye start ye na sound no enhyeda anye papa. Ba nyame adom sisi adem gidi se bibia atotom. It is a mohwen YouTube na se afi sound no amoma yehu. Please comment na you say the sound is now very, very clear. In the Mipacho, YouTube, no? And then I'll acknowledge some of you and to let know if the sound is clear on YouTube. Kwesi Abupoku, David Techimenson, Osei, William Opoku Amanfo, Yedase. Emmanuel Akwenyemu, Justice Asante, Kwame Foster, Ophelia, Opoku Akwesi AJ Shadrach, that's your name on YouTube. In Timunina Adea Moshe, Yeda Munina Ase. The issue about how I am Wamagana for Juma and Timinjan. They are always finding problems and challenges for the Ghanaian businessmen. Yes.
we as a country.
Yes.
Obi bini or ye Ghana need this year. Eye na ju be to na mo bi e be boama yetimi akon kam ye Ghana as well.
Yes.
The Ghanaian has a problem. But my friend in me say me be fa Ghana Japadi di kwa. We don't have a problem.
Yes.
What kind of mindset?
That mindset is it's a terrible mindset. I still can't believe, because when the Chinese guys were in charge of the mine here for close to 20 years, nobody raised a finger. No Ghanaian raised and I told you the last time on air, sir, this company mined for close to 20 years, not 1 year crown would declare profit.
For 20
I'm
years.
telling you, for close to 20 years. And when you create of Joy News will bear me out. So I believe investigations were.
Okay.
In fact, Axel Load, and he stationed or call Axel Load the water crowd, but who's almost far or the free her, or the quarter crowd harbor. And we took a tour of the mine site. No, it's a beautiful thing they've done there. And Oman. And then so no magia to Musa Ghana. Sika will come how no state is castle. And we were literally walking on bauxite. Yenam bauxite, you go watch us assassin original swimming in bauxite. Awaso is bauxite, Awaso no massive bauxite. And a foreign company was mined. And my man said, a buying with interest of 10% in 8 mining company. And when a buying sign negotiating at 10 additional percent of shares, if you 20% shares, 80% Nina were private. But that 80% was held by a Chinese company. So, when declare profit, who are buying 20% shares, but you declare profit and I will shareholder value. We not dividend. And what it means is that for close to 20 years now, a buying profit dividend there. The corporate tax any payee, income tax and mutia edema almost staff. Asa. Now a local company, the Chinese company are offloading more 80% shares of their local company. Now some Ghanaians are raising a finger. And I'm like, really? What was happening when the Chinese company was in place? It's a spirit to be yes, the Ghanaian company might not be perfect, but so was the Chinese company.
Yeah, it's now 20 years. We also society Japan.
You can understand.
What's our society Japan?
And you move to them sites. The accommodation of staff no again. Do you know, sir, when they were here, staff no place of conveyance, would you believe it?
Exactly.
Mining company. For close to 20 years, and nobody raised a finger. Why should it always be the Ghanaian company now? It doesn't take over. A whole Ghana say, hey, and a deal in the room, and a deal in the room, and a deal in the room. When the Chinese company was here, nobody raised a finger. I don't understand.
Honestly, I don't know, but I feel that if we can really look at our laws for Ghanaians to start taking active part in acquiring this major, even though is so much of an investment. Yes. But there are a lot of people in this country who are Ghanaians together to own these big miners.
You do be any new gold mining company, Asempa Gold is the mining. In himself now, it's the only multinational gold company in Ghana. You are listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Oh yes. It's a myth. Yes. And some individual because they listed and they were able to raise over close to $300 million. $300 million on the Ghana Stock Exchange. And on the revival mine. It at least, unlike other multinational mining companies in Ghana, the company raised capital abroad and everything goes back. We should begin to have a mindset change. See, a person your minerals in Ghana and benefit your miner. We should raise capital here. It's the only local Ghanaians investing in these companies. And also again, maybe anything. And yeah, a company and shares saying and all those. Charlie, it's not proper. We should begin to. We are not saying say I will see a market balance here. The Adriana Mama Munya do Omope.
anything regulators want, we should make sure say we regulate the system.
But if we have people who are not working, you don't say acquisition of the property is illegal.
Yes.
There are people who are supposed to work on our behalf.
Yes.
Those people should be held responsible. Say, hey, Bauxite issue. Say we treating Ghana for this year for the past 20 years. And until if I report to be contrary to the Ekosiisen will be declared losses for 20 years. A former good year, yes.
Yes.
When you go
to the session, everywhere Bauxite, everywhere Bauxite. And it's something we have to be very serious about. But I said we are in Awaso for a reason. Any community didn't come up. The challenges you find in any mining community in Ghana, and we see what this company can do to help. And they also launch a community liaison office, meaning that there is that intention to want to help the community. And they will join the feed for the main program. But more and more share on YouTube, videos and where are some of the videos from the mining company, which is Ghana Bauxite Company Limited, which is now a member of the IOP group. And he will join the feed. Jumedia Ekoswa we would have a one-on-one interview with the general manager of the Ghana Bauxite Company Limited. Community members media men all these stakeholders you be free at least everybody will be clear in their mind what's happening Awaso and what's happening at the Ghana Bauxite Company Limited. And until Ekosiisen you made free her live. We've taken the opportunity to also share opinions on some national issues. YouTube video who say mining company and the form of the form in a Bauxite in everything you are seeing Bauxite in Kwa in the moon. Minty final we not enjoying feed
now come back to Ashanti region in terms of the fire out now I'm appealing to especially Kura.
Yes.
Na onhwe ujidi se ya shira Kura ejaja nto ase mayanka na ya chiao na ishirawo wadaroma yenso bia no betundu ye maame no inu manu ye ofanum ye siwanum ye yirenum omajuma no abatu esanse enti mejiri se nana na pamfo ebe boa ama nipa dodo na omonye tutu akọ service ometuma back to life na fi masaka se the regional minister and then KMA Jumaifo,
yes,
and all the political heads there, especially one man by name Opoman.
Okay.
And one assemblyman was Abia also.
Okay.
A lot of effort. You will not believe that die go and still. Yes. You know the rich here. Rubber carpets, zip, and a month for so take advice. Kumasi police command and general mass. Yes. In fact, 247 operation. Now, yes, Uncle Blum say, Matisse and the interior minister. For this suggestion, a certain 10%.
Or they propose it to cabinet. 10 peswa levy to fuel, so dedicated to the fire service.
The Ghana National Fire Service needs prompt and immediate attention. Yes, sir. At the Hawkins celebrate. Also, the planners of our cities. Most are saying Trinity. Maybe a choose so free. Emma Ghana National. Yes, that's what we see. There's obesity kiosks. How do we entertain this? How do we entertain this? But we are creating problems, because we are beneficiaries of that problem. It is It's a America. I just said general manager about the trial.
See a Kumasi mayor.
Nipa na like you all of us, how I apply, all of us, how I apply fire extinguishers. Baby, you are to is your office, no I send you fire extinguisher, baby, those are expired. So it's fire service, and then one bit my acquired agency can you be brave, but no matter. So what has intimacy? Mammy, hey, no more money, Musuga.
A lot of ways from being IGF.
A lot.
Minister proposal needs to go through. At least we expect, say, you bring some dedicated funding for the Ghana, and a month one should begin to have a mindset change. We treat fire, say, oh. Police more important for us than fire service there. Insurance, fire service there. I think our mindset towards fire service, no, I was see it in a page who how I normally say Akko. We'll join the main feed because we will be now the complaint but say a noise noise because of the community there by the launch of the community liaison office. Jumedi na shase enti mu amhwe on YouTube no your camera no be fa na mahu jumedi na ekoso live on YouTube and am nso amutie radio no audio mubenya sound no on radio na mahu say the no masiko so you read jumedi now we would have a sit down with the general manager of the Ghana Bauxite Company Limited. Now if you didn't come into detail, we'll speak to Awaso Hine, we'll speak to the Western North Regional Minister, we'll speak to some of the community people in Sua Echesiawano, no who said the no mercy echo. If the young Korean Konkofa feed, no who Jumedia echo so Ewa, and that's Ekosiisen in the moment.
Don't mean, but it's a rich one party.
In the way we are best value of rails.
Value common Ayana.
No, see him say gold, maybe a one is there a ton, Ekosiisen on the world market.
Yeah, the way don't mean, but it's a rich one party.
In the way we are best value of rails.
Value common Ayana.
No, see him say gold, maybe a one is there a ton, Ekosiisen on the world market.
Yeah, the way don't mean, but it's a rich one party.
In the way we are best value of rails.
Value common Ayana.
No, see him say gold, maybe a one is there a ton, Ekosiisen on the world market.
Yeah,
the way
don't mean, don't mean, but it's a rich one party.
In the way we are best value of rails.
Value common Ayana.